Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry about my appearance. This is kind of a shirt that I throw on when I feel a little cool in the house. And so this is like my go-to shirt. It's not really a pajama shirt, so I don't want you guys to think that I wake up and roll in here. Though I did wake up about an hour ago. I only brushed my teeth, washed my face, had a couple pieces of pizza, took care of the dogs, and I had something that was on my brain that kept going on and on and on. And I don't want to go into details with it because it really wasn't about me. But when I spoke to the person, it gave me flashbacks. And I'll tell you what it was about. What it was about was somebody had a misfortune. And so their car blew up and they didn't have a car for a couple weeks. And they only had like $5,000 to get the car. And but the car that they really wanted was $6,000. Okay, still, I mean, like anymore, I don't know what you're going to buy for $5,000 or $6,000, but this person really only needed to go to and from work and just around the area. So until they could do, anyway. So this person told me, you know, what that they ended up getting a car. They were grateful for the car that they got. They were grateful for the money that they had to get the car, but that they really wanted this other car that was $1,000 more. And the reason why they didn't ask for help, not from me, they didn't think to ask from me, but the reason why they didn't ask from the people that they have borrowed from before knew that they were going to tell them they shouldn't get that car. They should get this car. So, in other words, the person spent $5,000 on a car that they wish they would have spent $1,000 more on and gotten what they really wanted. And to me, that's sad. One, I've been in the situation where I've had to ask for people, I've had to ask for money. And once you do that, you do leave yourself open for people to tell you what they think about your life and how you should live your life. Because a lot of people, listen, I loan money and I have borrowed money, okay? So I always felt like it's enough that I have to ask for it. Why do you have to put me under this little shit box because I'm struggling? You know, I'm not doing anything other than trying to make it. I'm not being, frivolous with money. It's hard sometimes. And there are people that would loan you the money and say, pay me back when you can. And they wouldn't put anything other than I'm glad to be here to help you. And then there's people that are like, I'll give you this money. Let's see what tricks you could do for it. I'm opposed to those people. So when I heard about this, and I heard it from somebody that I care about, obviously, it broke my heart, because I said to myself, finally, I'm not in that position anymore. And, listen, God forbid a month from now I could be in that position, right? But currently, I'm not in that position. So I thought about that, and I thought about, YouTube, and I thought, my head goes to right to, oh, I'll take care of it all. Well, I used to be that person, and I don't want to be that person anymore either, because I ended up feeling very empty and alone when I felt that. And I never feel alone, to be honest with you. Well, I can't say that. I've never felt lonely, but to feel alone after you've helped people and have been taken advantage of, that's not good either. So where is the middle here? So I don't want to save the world financially. First of all, I can't. I work full time and overtime, as you guys know. And I work overnight shift, which I like. It's not really for the night differential. It really is because I get a lot more done during the day. So, and right now things are going pretty good in my life. I have to say, thank you. You know, I'm not hurting. And anyway, so I started thinking, what could I do? What could I do to give a little from what I'm getting? So I am getting compensated by YouTube now as far as ad money, and sometimes some of my videos that I put up are limited ads, which means I'll only get from premium, the people, the subscribers from YouTube Premium that watch a video that I've put up, where otherwise you get a revenue stream from videos. I mean, from ads in your video. And it can go from $8, from my understanding, per thousand views to I think like $350 per thousand views. I'm not getting $8 and I'm certainly not getting $350. So, I mean, I think at one time I was getting $8.50 for every thousand views. But I don't I don't know. And again, some of my videos do not, even though you might see um, let's say 5,000 views, you can't look at that and say, oh, okay, $8, well, that's $8. No, it's not, because that might be one of the videos that has limited funds or limited monetization, and you only get whatever, how that coordinates, which I don't know how the premium thing does. I only know what it tells me that I get, and sometimes it goes backwards. So, I, anyway, um, all that in saying, I want to, as you guys know, YouTube and this is all new to me. So, but there's videos that I'm making, like for instance the Gypsy Rose videos. I was like, I'm making some money off of these videos. Now when I say that I'm making some money off of the videos, please don't think that I'm making anything in the 4 digit. I'm not making in the 4 digit, so I'm not making $1,000 for anything yet. Nothing, just so you know. Now, of course, I'm hopeful that'll change, and it probably will change. But as it stands right now, I haven't made even $1,000 off YouTube, and I've been doing it for about a month, putting a lot of videos out there. So, you know, but again, I have a full-time job, and I've made far from 1,000. I don't want you to think I've made 700. I haven't even made 700. So, um, anyway, what I kept thinking, these Gypsy Rose videos, they're doing pretty good, and it's how do I feel about making this money off of this? Like, isn't there something that I can do? So I thought, well, with the Gypsy Rose videos, if I give 10% of that, you know, so if I gave 10% of the Gypsy Rose videos, let's say right now that the Gypsy Rose videos are $400, that I'm supposed to get $400, and then I pay taxes on that, right? If I gave 4%, that's $40. After taxes, it might be $35, right? And if I put that money, if I send that money to some sort of organization that helps people that legitimately need wheelchairs, maybe I could do that. So for each video, I kind of think, and with the Vander Arcs, like, come on, like, I never saw a picture of that kid, but I have a mental image of Timothy Ferguson, that 15-year-old boy that was drug out at 69 pounds because his mom did that to him and his older brother did that to him. And I have to do something about that. I have to do something about that. So I've decided, and listen, the reason why I'm doing this publicly and putting it out there is because I want to be held accountable for it. Okay? So the videos that I put out that have anything to do with the welfare of kids or Gypsy Rose, who's making so much money off of what she did, it's sad, right? It would be sad if I did more than her. But, you know, there are kids that legitimately need wheelchairs, you know, and, you know, maybe I could give 10% of the Gypsy Rose videos, 10% for some sort of organization. I don't know the organization, and God knows I really don't have the time to find all these organizations out. But I'd very much like to do something with 10% of my net income that comes from YouTube to go to these organizations. And so I wanted to share that with you guys. I don't have super chats. I don't have memberships. I am not going to be changing that anytime soon. Because I can't have somebody pay me to ask me a question. I just can't do that. Ask me questions. You know, God, I hope this is working. Is this? I hope this is working. Now that I think about it, I didn't even check. I just want to do this, guys, and you know, a lot of you guys have asked me some personal questions. I don't mean that you've been rude about it. Please understand that. And I'm not going to share everything about my life with you for a few reasons. One, I'm not an only child, and so me sharing stories about my life would inadvertently be sharing stories about other people in my family. So, and past relationships. And unless somebody else is going to open up that can of worms, I'm not going to do that either. And I'm not saying that there was any bad, relationships or anything like that. Do I have things in my past that I am not proud of? No doubt. I do. I am sure that I do. I would say that might have happened in the 20s when I was doing drugs. So, I mean, if somebody wants to bring that up, anyway, but, in the last 40 something years, I've been good. As far as I know, I've been good. So, anyway, we all drop the ball on occasion. We all say things we shouldn't say. And, as long as that's our default, people, they're entitled to have bad days. If their default is to constantly be just a mean, vicious person and not want to see other people succeed, or just they make their day of bringing people down, I don't want to live like that. I haven't lived like that, and I'm not going to live like that. So, as I walk this delicate line on YouTube, and those of you that have written to me, listen, this is really for those of you, and there has been many of you that have written to me and, have called yourself my fans. And, and I'm a little taken aback because I say, am I deserving of that? Do I deserve that? And I just want to I just want to be worthy. I just want to be worthy of everything that you guys have given to me and the opportunity that you've given them to me. Support. You know, it's precious, it's priceless. You can't put a price on that except to say, thank you. Thank you so much. So, yeah, this is what I want to do with the channel. I want to go ahead and, give 10% on the videos that are about things that we can make a difference about, And I'm going to talk to my accountant this week because I got to get my tax stuff back anyway and ask him the best way to handle it. To be honest with you, I would just rather do it every time I get paid from YouTube because I'm not a great business person. I figure if I just write checks out, then it would be okay. But I kind of need to ask my accountant about that. Maybe they'll say do it quarterly or something. And I don't know what this is going to entail, but yeah, that's what I want to do. And I just want to say a big ass thank you guys. Sincerely. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I appreciate you. Somebody said, you always say that to us. I want you to know that we appreciate you too. Or I appreciate you. I feel appreciated. Thank you guys.